So do you all know what this is?
Sanitizer.
Sanitizer. So I'd like to bring your attention to the point, to a very simple fact in our life. Okay, the world has changed overnight. Can you all hear me and see me?
Yes.
Can you confirm? You can hear and see? Hello?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Ajit.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
fantastic. So thank you very much. So something as simple as this, a sanitizer wasn't probably very popular in December of last year, but suddenly it has become very popular right now. Okay, and our world as we know it in our professional life and in our personal life has changed a lot. Okay, and what has changed in our lives? Our experience in terms of how we go about meeting with people, in terms of how we go about shopping, because now you cannot go into a shop without showing your ID, in terms of how our work-life balance has changed in terms of flexibility and collaboration, and in terms of how we value intelligence more than ever before, because we don't even know what's going on in our workplace. Why? Because we are not allowed to enter our workplace, right? So this is the world we are living in today. And in this world that we're living in today, what we need to do, and this is where I introduce the company I work for, Aveva. This is where we are looking at helping our customers replan CapEx, replan our capital expenditure, and drive higher levels of engineering efficiency. This is where we provide remote digital teams, rich information and decision support. And this is essentially where we help our customers to keep their business going. Because irrespective of where we are in today's world, the show must go on, right? The show must go on, and we have to be able to keep our customers happy. Now, we do it through a variety of means. It is through change in workflow, it is through change in processes, and it is through change in technology. And the change in technology includes things like, our how we connect our organization with our customer organization, how we empower our workers, how we construct a digital model of our facilities so that we know what's exactly going on in our facilities, how we leverage the power of big data, and we leverage the power of cloud in order to give our workers the access into keeping our operations uninterrupted. So we have been working with industrial customers for a long time now. The Viva solutions have been deployed in more than 100,000 sites, and we have a huge amount of footprint and presence in the kind of industrial environment that we play in. And as you can see, we monitor more than 20 billion plus industrial parameters, and that includes things like temperature, corrosion, vibration, etc. We run more than 10 trillion industrial transactions per day, and we store and manage a huge amount of data from our customers across the world. Okay, so let's look at some of the industrial challenges that we are going through today. The pandemic has changed our business. The biggest change in our business is material shortages. The biggest change in our business is in managing our demand, in managing our workers, the people that work in our facilities, in managing cash flow and managing planning. So what we can see right now is there is a need to focus on how we can manage material shortages through alternative sources of supply, through different vendors that can supply the material that we need in order to assure quality and production quality to our customers. And there is a certain bearing on how we can ensure our facilities are working to the best benefit of our customers. Now, in some countries, the facilities are based on the highest value add. In some countries, it is based on the safety requirements. In some countries, it is based on asset utilization. So there are various parameters that many manufacturers use in order to drive what is important to them. And if you can have a look at how this pandemic is influencing different countries across Asia. And some countries it is more about personal hygiene. Some countries it's about shop floor layout. Some countries it's about personal protective equipment, and so on and so forth. The good news is that we have a means of addressing all these constraints that manufacturers have today. And it's a combination of addressing people concerns, process concerns, and technology concerns. People concerns is about how we can work safely in order to meet our customer requirements. Process concerns is about how we can change the process in order to deliver what our customer needs. And technology concerns is how we can bring in the technology to help us augment the process and the people part of our business. If we start with the basics, what we need is data from our manufacturing plants. And that is about the industrial IoT and the edge platforms. The most important part in situations like this is to evaluate what kind of data is coming out of our factories in order to process that data. And processing that data can move into monitoring and control in trying to determine how best we can use this data and how best we can use this data in order to drive our manufacturing operations. We can go into more sophisticated control of the data to figure out what our operations performance is, and we can drive towards what are we exactly measuring. So if we don't have something to measure, we don't really know how well we are performing. And some of the examples we have are OEE, which is otherwise called overall equipment effectiveness, on time in full delivery to our customers, and response times. The good news is that we've got the technology in order to measure all these three things. And the unique experience that we're going to bring to customers is number one, to digitalize the process that they have, to make it consistent, well understood, and a standard across all their manufacturing facilities. The second is to standardize it in terms of managing best practices, in terms of managing the key performance indicators, in terms of measuring what exactly are we delivering to our customers. Based on this foundation, we look at how we're going to improve the continuous improvement of our processes based on rich data collection, which drives change management in our facilities. So, in conclusion, I'd like to say that the unique approach we are proposing is from a limited silo access to data to specific and miniature access to data to a holistic real-time visibility, consistent and optimized process parameters to complete objective-driven processes, traceability, acceleration, acceleration of the skills of the individuals that work in our facilities. So let me give you a couple of examples of how this works across our facility, across our customers. We have many examples of how our customers are taking advantage of our technology in order to drive food safety and quality, in order to drive sustainability and optimization of energy usage, in order to drive operational and asset efficiency, and in order to drive access for the workers and improve their productivity. And let me give you a couple of examples here. And the couple of examples would be from one of them is from Campbell Foods, which is a global manufacturer of high value baked goods. Their a focus was to drive asset performance, and thus they looked at early detection of breakdowns before the downtime actually occurred in order to prevent production losses and improve visibility. The other example I would like to leave you with is an example like Maple Foods, which improved on-time operational excellence in reducing waste in the factories, improving the production across the production lines over a short period of 6 months, and improving visibility. The Schneider Electric factory in Batam is an excellent example of how these factors have come together in terms of reducing downtime, in terms of improving quality, in terms of improving throughput, and in terms of increasing customer satisfaction. So that is a summary of what I had to present. Together with our focus on people, processes, and technology, we can achieve so much more in order to address the challenges of today. Back to you.